everyone, today I'm going to show you the reason why top 10 reason why SiteGround is definitely the best web hosting solution in the market. We cover 10 critical points, and if you are in a rush, I will put down the critical points in below and to save you time. Without further ado, we'll start. The first thing I love about SiteGround is that you have a one-click staging. What does it mean is that you can actually press a button in the cPanel and it will allow you to not to waste the time and give you a temporary area for testing your website. You may not feel it if you're a new business or web developer. The best thing about one-click staging is that it gives you a temporary website area that where everything you think is set without any problem and all the bug has been debugged before you go and start the backup into a live version. It's very important, and I can assure you not all the website to provide this kind of services. The other part is that they have a very great support operations. To show you, I've logged into my panel in here, and you can see when I report a site down, you can have a post ticket options, and you can also click to proceed to check. So let's see in here. Imagine if you think that you have a problem and then you want to proceed into the live check. So we count of time thinking around like usually 10 seconds. Okay, cool. So you see it's done. So hi Tony, I want to report. This is actually, you see, a good demo of how SiteGround works. Thanks. Okay, a bit of a wasting of time, and let's give a great rating, right? I can't hear. Anyway, I close it. So you can see how fast it is. You can see how fast it is, the response time, and this is amazing. This is there's no things better than I can show you in the backend system out how good the supporting is. The third part is that it's very amazing that they have covering 5 different areas: US, UK, Netherlands, Italy, and most importantly in Singapore. Why would I mention about Singapore is because everyone knows the China market is growing, and with your website that's going to target about Asia, and you don't want to put your website in China, putting it in Singapore definitely one area that can provide a very stable access to the Asia area. This is very important. And the fourth thing is that if you look at their demo plan, they do not have their plan is very honest. Okay, you see, they have a 20 gig web space for the grow big plan. Okay, 30 gig and 10 gig, etc. for the go gig and startup. The reason why if you a new web blogger or trying to think in which web hosting to use, you may consider that they only have limited amount of web space, right? And while some other company, just say for example InMotion hosting, they have a limited web space. But if you stop for like 1 second and think about it, do unlimited really exists in the universe in the storage? Definitely no, because we all know that you have to pay money for that, and in my experience with you, cross more than around 15 gigabyte or 20 gigabyte, something like that, similar to what you're paying for in the same plan, then they will start to throttle your usage. What does it mean? That your website will go slower, the CPU usage will go slower, and everything in the end is the same. So and to be honest, for 20 gig web spaces, you can actually run many websites. For myself, I over 15 amount of a website running on a grow big pen, and it's still not able to use all the storage unless you have so very many high definition version of photos. And for that, I recommend you can actually go for a Google Drive plan, host your website in a Google Drive, and get a shareable link and just paste it in the website, and you can save you some speed as well. Okay, the fifth part is that they have their own caching plugin, and this is very important. Yes, the caching plugin. So not all, to be very honest, they have a super cache plugin. To be honest, this is the only web hosting company that I've been found that have their own caching plugin, and you may think that many of the WordPress, they provide so many different free caching solution, and why would you even need to bother about using the static cache option in the market? That was because not all the web hosting is able to work well with their own caching plugins. And what will you think about with you using the SiteGround and using the SiteGround own developed caching plugin? Definitely you can imagine that will work so well. Okay, and it's very hard to explain here how good it is, but if you are a web developer and you have been trying to use the cache before, you will know what I mean. For sure your website will not have some delay for like 15 or 30 minutes or even hours for your live version to fit for your user to read, especially if your content is fit to the social media automatically itself. You will know how important it is. 6 is that they have some built-in CDN. CDN may not everyone know about it. CDN definitely means, sorry, I'm not covering here, that the CDN is a content delivery network. Cloudflare is a free CDN provider, but however, Cloudflare is as you may know, there's no such thing as free lunch. So if you run more than some certain amount of usage with the CDN, then your website can be slower. And using an external CDN may cause you have trouble in setting up the DNS and the name service. If you are not a system administrator or a very technical guy, then the chances that you screw things up. Believe me, I've screwed things so many times. And with you screw things in the Cloudflare and you go and ask the web hosting company, they cannot give you an answer, because after all, you are not pointing to the company directly, and they will ask you to point back to the name service. So SiteGround have their own CDN. You don't need to even worry about it. They will do the content delivery network for you, and to find the nearest and then mirror your content to the nearest to the center to ensure you have the fastest the loading speed for your visitors. The seventh part is that they have a free site transfer. That is very handy for the free site transfer. If you are not using SiteGround and you're reading this video and you think about to transfer your website, however you think that you may not able to transfer the website yourself, then the SiteGround have a free site transfer, and they're actually covering 5 to 10 websites. And to be honest, they say they cover 5 websites. We've talked to their pre-sales. They are more than happy to do it for you. To be honest, after all, the settings is actually quite simple for them. They have been doing this for many years, and for us, we have to do it manually. We need to compress the file, download as a zip, and unzip it, and then change the DNS etc. to them. They just bulk download, and everything will be fine. This is very handy. Okay, and number 8 is that they are very familiar with WordPress. Let me show you in here that they have a WordPress assistant, and this is very sexy, I would say, because when you have a WordPress issue, while many of the users are now running on WordPress, if you have a WordPress issue and you figure that you need some help, and sometimes you don't know whether it's a WordPress issue, WordPress problem, or it's going to be your own web hosting server problem. The WordPress assistant here actually they cover Joomla and as well, and Drupal as well. But I have not tried them, to be very honest. I use WordPress, and I main WordPress, and I focus in expert in WordPress. So very often when I come across some problem that I don't have time to debug it, I'm very lazy, and I just create a ticket or live chat with them, and 99% of the time they're going to help you, although that is kind of out of their work. Try not to exploit this usage, otherwise I may not going to exploit them yeah, in the future. Okay, and then number 9 is that they have a daily backup. Okay, you may think, oh, daily backup, everyone does have that, right? InMotion hosting does have the daily backup, they're usually covering 30 to 60 days and backup. Okay, I can share with you one of the experience that I have. I was a customer in InMotion hosting. In fact, some of my websites still hosting InMotion hosting because I'm too lazy to transfer until it's going to get it expire. The point is, for SiteGround, their daily backup is different from the others. If you do the daily backup, you are able to access the backup version on yourself. Okay, this is very important because with they back it up for you, however you cannot download the backup yourself. That means you need to send a ticket and you need to wait for them, and usually when retrieving the backup, it's never is going to be level 1 technical support able to do it for you. You need to seek for the level 2 or level 3 or in the senior team to do the manual extraction of the backup for you and the link for you to download. And this can be a big issue if you have some technical backgrounds and you screw your website has been hacked, and all your, say for some media or content area inside the website has been deleted, and then you will need and you would like to have the daily backup on yourself and to access it and to restore it on the website yourself. Okay, this is number 9. And number 10, last but not least, is that they actually have not mentioned here, but I'm not sure because I've experienced that I went for the Go Gig version when I have many websites running on it, and I decided to close down one of 2 of my websites, no longer renew the domain. And the thing is, those websites using many of the web spaces and actually do not have 100,000 visitors monthly. So I asked them whether I can downgrade it back and have a refund all the money and or save it for the next renewal, and they do allow you to do that. They have a pro rata plan. That means that if you go for the Go Gig version and decide that you don't need that much resources, after 1 to 2 months you can go back to the Grow Back, and of course from Grow Back back to startup. And usually people will only allow you to have the upgrade. And the best part is that in my experience I have no downtime on my website at all, and this is very handy. Okay, so now this is the most 10 important point that I covered in here, and I hope you think this point is rather valid. If you are also web developer or you have been doing some homework in the web comparison industry, you will realize how important or some of the points in here is rather only come from a real user perspective. And last but not least, I have shared a link below as a discount, and I need to declare if you use my website I will earn a few bucks on that, and to appreciate if you're going to go for SiteGround, to click on my link in the description area below, and it would be a great favor for me to like and subscribe to this video if you think this video is helpful for you, and to drop me a comment on what kind of other video you want to look further in the next time. Okay, thank you very much.